Well, good morning. It's time for a ride. But first, before we get out of there, today's video is about this guy here. This throttle. A lot of people say that you cannot use an aftermarket throttle on a Surron, and maybe to some extent they're right. I'm gonna get into it here as we ride, but does it work? Does it not work? Will it perform well? Will the bike even go, right? Is the wiring difficult? All that stuff, that's what we're gonna cover as we get out of here and head to the store. Gotta go pick some milk up for the youngins. So we're gonna go do that and also discuss what I think about my Surron after about 5,000 miles. So it's kind of where we are right now. We're gonna get her out of here. Once we stop, I'll kind of go over a 1-2 of what everything looks like, what I've done, what I haven't done, why I like it, what I don't like. We'll go over all of that in just a minute here. It's a little nippy out this morning, though. I'll say that. It's every bit of, I think, 40 degrees this morning, so it's not a hot morning, unfortunately. But we're gonna keep it kind of cope and steady as we ride. We're not gonna be going too fast. One, I'm gonna be talking to you, so can't go too fast while I'm rapping with you, rapping with y'all. But just to kind of show you, everything still works the same. When you go to now I hooked up my throttle cable on this side versus doing anything to it on the inside of the bike. I did all my splicing from the outside, closer to the throttle itself, because it was only using, I think the Surron throttle uses 3 wires, I believe. The standard 3-wire throttle with a 5 volt intake. As you can see, the throttle's working just fine. It doesn't give me, I haven't had any issues with the throttle. The reason why I changed it out in the first place is because I'm pretty sure the same reason you guys have to change yours out. Someone was riding my bike and they dumped it, and one of the first places to land is right there on the side. So this throttle has been holding up the test of time. I've had it on probably about almost 1,000, maybe almost 1,000 miles now. I've been using the same throttle. Now I think if I would have just hated it, I'd have just left. Now I do not like how thick it is. It is thicker than the regular Surron throttle, but I do like the fact that they're only $5 or $6, something like that. So they're very cheap to own, and I think they're good to have even as a backup. So I'll leave the link in the description where you can get these from. I think I got it from Amazon, but really simple thing to have. Especially, I would even consider having, if I'm taking a long trip, I think I would even consider taking an extra pair with me, taking an extra set, a throttle, a thumb throttle, some type of extra throttle with me. Just because I see a lot of throttles go out when they drop and dump their bikes. Now I've done a lot of non-changes, I would say. I think most people, when they've had a bike this long, 5,000 miles, they've done a lot of alterations, and I just haven't done that. I mean, I got a better light. I got what else? Everything is pretty much stock over here as far as that. Now, what I would say is a lot of the things that I have taken off. I got half taken off. My front fender, of course, in my good morning, in my rear fender. My rear fender actually came off on a ride. Scared the heck out of me. It was. I had just got the bike too. I was doing a trail ride. I might have had the bike every bit of 3 months, 3-4 months. And I was doing a trail ride and the back came off. My cousin decided he wanted to take it for a ride, and that's how the front fender got tore off. And right now I'm just using a generic front fender from an old dirt bike, I think, or old like a kid's dirt bike. But it's working. I haven't changed the suspension at all. I'm still running the stock Surron controller with the stock Surron battery. I do have the 34 amp hour battery and not the 40 amp hour battery. I am still running the stock LCD or the display. Now I have noticed the display is off 2 to 3 miles per hour. I can see it drastically when and I have a couple devices to monitor speed, and all of them say that this is 2 to 3 miles per hour off. So I believe that's pretty consistent. So right now, I believe I'm maxing out at somewhere around 42 miles an hour, which I know I was getting a little bit faster than that when I first got it, which was 5,000 miles ago. But all in all, I think she's holding up great. As far as the maintenance, I have to do simple maintenance: oil your chains, check your tire pressures, check your bolts, your screws. Those type of things are still mandatory, but not overwhelming like a motorcycle, I guess. I don't have as much vibration as I would from a motorcycle. Unless I'm just doing a whole bunch of crazy jumps and jumping over stuff and popping curves and doing all that stuff, that does create a lot of turbulence. The other thing I did change out is my tires. I normally would run 17-inch street tires, tubeless tires. When I say normally, when I first got it, that's what I was running, and I really like those. You got a lot of torque. You got the top speed is a little higher, but the biggest difference is that you get zero off-road capability. There's no off-road at all with those tires. So I thought about getting some hybrid tires, but I already had 3 sets of off-road tires. So we've been using these up pretty much all of 2023. We used all of the off-road tires up. So it's probably time to get us some all-terrain tires this year and put those on. One of the other things you may notice, it is awfully dirty. And that's because me and my buddy went out trail riding the other day and I have not cleaned it up. So you may be wondering what this is. This is exactly what it looks like. It is a cigarette lighter. My fingers is cold. But it has USB, also has a cigarette lighter right here. So we're gonna go ahead and grab us some milk. No cookies. So I normally just go ahead and park her up. I usually leave that, but take my phone with me. And always take your keys. Never leave your keys if you want it. Whew. So I don't know. Did most of the world, when I decided to get off milk, did everybody else get off milk too? Get off drinking regular 2% whole milk, skim milk? Because skim milk's the worst. Oh my God, that's watered down milk. It's already milk. You water it down. Yeah, no, not working, not at all. That's not a big fan of that. I guess 2% was about the closest, you know, as in doable, but at the same time, very much not doable.